Hello boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome everyone. This is the best because it's Monday almost 6 p.m. and as always I'm Gergo from Hungary, here from my studio, from my office, and I'm here today to the Gemar Creator to have some new abilities, some new features, some new ideas what I can do for you. Wait, I think okay, cool, we got the connection back. So anyway, we are here and today I'm decided to create some New Year's Eve decoration because there was a lot of questions about a few things in Gemar Creator. For example, is it possible to resize any frame? So I'm going to show you that. And there was one question that is it possible to create a menu card, like, you know, when you can just send a PDF with many different type of decorations in one layer or in just one page. So I'm going to show you that as well, to create a New Year's Eve decoration for you and of course for us. It's gonna be really cool. As you can see on my screen, there's the already made, what was that, the nutcracker balloon decoration. I do have the live chat here, so if you have any questions, if you want to interrupt me to have any questions, whatever, just please feel free to do it, because that's why I'm here, to answer all your questions, okay? So without any further things to do, let's just jump right into it, okay? First of all, there was a third question. Actually, you know what? We had a third question from Jean-Philippe, that is it possible to use a balloon frame, a balloon mosaic frame in Gemar Creator? And let me show you that first, okay? Because it's gonna be a New Year's Eve decoration. So what I'm going to do first, just create a really beautiful round garland at the right side of the screen. Click on the round garland, it's a preset, okay? We're gonna stick with the round garland, just at a relatively small size. I'm going to use G120. Let's just say it's gonna be shiny gold to make it, you know, sparkle. Okay, get dimensions. It's gonna be 183 centimeters width and the height as well. So it's gonna be a really nice round. Create the project. It's that's too small. That's too small. And just delete that. Never mind. It sort of failed. So let's say it's a bit bigger. Okay, just too small. It's shiny gold. Perfect. Get dimensions. Okay, that looks better. I think it's still too crowded. What if we use smaller balloons first? Okay, just delete this and go back here. Customize balloons, G110, but there's no shiny gold in 110, so we're gonna use this gold. Perfect. Okay, now this looks way better. Okay, it started to look just like as a, you know, round frame. Exactly what we need. Just need to make a little bit more, you know, refined, just a little bit refining, just more changes. Okay, gold, get dimensions. Okay, that's gonna be perfect. This is perfect. And as you can see, we have the back and the front view, whatever, is just two different sides, the front and the back, and all the step-by-step balloons, what you need to create this at the bottom of the screen. Actually, we don't need any of these, like the step-by-step. Of course, you can still keep it if you want. It's not really necessary to have, you know, like every balloons on the screen every time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unlock the preset first. Okay, unlock any of these, and we don't need any of these balloons. What I'm going to do, I'm going to group this, and as you can see the left side of the screen we have just one group. Let's just click on the rename. This is gonna be the round frame. Okay, rename, and all this balloons now handled in just one beautiful piece. You can rotate it, but it doesn't really matter because it's a it's just a round. Okay, it's perfect. Okay, it's perfect on its own way, just like everyone else. I'm so poetic today. Okay, so let's just insert a background. That's gonna be our background for today. It's gonna be because it's gonna be, you know, New Year's Eve same balloon decoration. I'm going to resize until it's fit perfectly the screen. And on the left side you can say it's on the top, the background is on the top covering the original frame. So you can either click on the arrow just above the background, so you can move it back, or you can go at the right side of the screen and click at the back, or these are your options. And as you can see at the background, the layer menu at the left sidebar, you have this little padlock there. I'm going to click on that, because right now the background is locked, so it can be moved. I can do whatever I want with this balloon. I can even insert a frame here if you want, just like that. Let's just resize it. That's perfect. That's gonna be our first menu. I'm going to rotate by 90 degrees. That's cool. Send it just one back. So we have just one element on the screen, just right there. So I know it's not a perfect menu. It's just, we just started. Okay, we just started. Let's just add a text. Okay, a text. Let's just go to Gergo's balloon word. Balloon world, just like this. It's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect. Okay. What we need is the fill color has to be white, of course. And let's just, you know, with the courier, that's much better. And I'm going to put that right over there. Okay. Okay, we are now talking. We are now moving forward. Just like that. Okay, I'm creating a grid if you want. Okay, so that's the first thing on our menu, like let's just say it's a photo frame. Okay, it can be a photo frame if you want. That's a good thing. Okay, let's just go to the element at the left sidebar. Accessories, because not the frame but the extras, because we need to put it in perspective. So let's just put one person right there so you can see what the size of this frame. And here's the standing man, and let's just move it a little bit back until it's hidden beside the frame. So right now you can see exactly the size of this frame. I mean, not you, but your customers. Or even you have the meters, like 100 centimeter, and you can put it right there, or even duplicate it so you have 2 meters. So you can put this, or even 3 meters. So you can put this exactly in perspective to your customer. Okay, it's almost done. Okay, let's just delete this right now. Okay, so that's our first menu thing. Let's just go back to the front screen because we need to open an empty project, just like a blank, beautiful blank canvas. Let's see if there's any questions along the stream, because if you have anything to say or anything to ask, please feel free. No, we are good. Okay, so there's one question that let's go to the frames, like for example, not the circle, but the heart, for example. So just single heart. That is it possible to resize? And of course it is, because as you can see on the screen, we have this little head tail thing coming out from the heart. And if you click on that and hold it, you can rotate it, of course, and the corner of this you know, square around the heart, if you click on that, any of these corners, you can resize it just as you want. Okay, and it's work with every kind of frame. Just click at the white square at the corner of the squares. Okay, I think that's the closest thing I can tell you where you need to click the white corner at the corner of the whole selection, and you can resize any of your frames. Of course, you have like basically, as you can see, the circle is 100 centimeter radius, which means when you insert into the Gemar Creator, originally compared to the inches of balloons, the size of the person, the size of the other frames, the size of the 5-inch round, any balloons, compared to any of these, it's 100 centimeters when you first insert into the Gemar Creator. But of course, you can still make it even bigger or smaller, just as you wish. Even we do have Christmas tree frame, and you can fill it with balloons, like just create a cluster. In the Gemar Creator, we're going to have a dedicated spot, just pre-made clusters to drag and drop into the Christmas tree, so you can cover any of these. We have even arches. As you can see, it's some kind of squared arch. We have the basic balloon arch here. We have heart, as you can see here. We have this round, of course. And what happens if you can't, let's just adjust the height so it fits perfectly. So as you can see, if you insert this into your creation, you can't see the white squares. Why? It's simple, because normally these squares are 2 meters wide and 2 meters high. It's written in stones, which means it's 2 meters. When you want to use this in life, it's 2 meters. Do you remember the green heart? It can be resized because you can bend from aluminium a green heart just as big as you want, or you can create a Christmas tree from aluminium as big as you want. But these pre-made by a factory, these are 2 meter by 2 meter. This is why you can't resize it, because if you just go back to the element, put a plain latex here like a G150, which is 48 centimeters, whatever color, it's exactly size accurate to this balloon, or even let's just close the balloons. Let's just go back and close the frames. Go to extras, meters, 100 centimeters. That's 1 meter duplicated. As you can see, as I said, it's perfectly 2 meter high. This is how it's made by a factory. That's why you can't resize it. But let's just show you one technique, okay? It's gonna be interesting because you have the blue frame, for example. Let's go to the project and follow me, because it's a good idea to save any of these from Gemar Creator. export project as PNG. So the Gemar Creator gonna remove the white background and create a PNG just from the frame, okay? Export as a PNG, it's downloaded. Let's delete this, so we have an empty project here. Click on add image, find your exported PNG frame, put it into the Gemar Creator, and as you can see now you can resize it as you want, because right now it's not a frame, it's a picture, it's a PNG picture. So this is just a little trick how you can export any of these frames from Gemar Creator if you want to resize. Normally, as I said, it can be resized because it's 2 meter by 2 meter, it's made by a factory. We needed to keep it size accurate to your balloons. For example, if there's a foil balloon which is like 45 centimeters inflated, it's gonna be size accurate, or even the letters or whatever. So that's why we needed to keep it unresizable, just to keep it size accurate. But you can still export as a PNG and have it as a PNG, and you can import it, insert it into your creator. So let's just see the questions, okay? So you can resize it, okay? So this is the question, or this is the answer to our first question from Kirsten. That is it possible to resize? Yes. Normally you can just find the white square. If there's no white square, it's because you needed to keep it size accurate. Export it as a PNG, insert it again, and now it's a picture, you can resize it. Okay, so that's the question. That was the question from Kirsten, and I just answered it. Okay, let's move to Jean-Philippe questions. That is it possible to add balloon mosaic frames? Let's show you. Okay, I made my canvas wider. That's cool. That's really cool. So it's wider. Okay guys, it's wider. Let's just insert. I do have the empty frame numbers PNG without any. Oops, what happened? Without any background. It's gonna be a 2. I'm going to actually resize it because it's clearly too big. It's clearly too big, as you've seen there's the white square, so we can resize it and put it right there. Okay, so you have the basic zoom to fit in. Perfect, and voila. So you have an empty shot from your balloon mosaic, and you can just go to the elements, find the plain latex. Let's just use, you know, silver, whatever, shiny silver. This is gonna be perfect. So let's just drag one shiny silver. You can close this, and you can even hide the sidebar if you want to work with a bigger view. I can just underinflate a little bit. Let's just zoom in so you have a better view. And from this point, you need to do exactly what you normally do with any of these balloons. You can just duplicate it, or just fill it however you feel comfortable. You can even make it a little bit overlay if you want. Click on the multiply by 10, for example, at the top. So you have like 10 of these big balloons. Okay, that's cool. Let's just drag and drop them. And normally this is how you fill any of your designs. So you can just drag and drop these into your design. Let's just make this a little bit bigger so it's much more variable. It's cool. Okay, I think we need a few more, so I'm just gonna multiply it by a few times, just to double it. It's perfect, really cool. Let's just have a bigger one here. So as you can see, I'm just started to fill and multiply these by 10, by 50, whatever balloons you need, how many balloons you will need for this. And you do normally what you would do at the first place, just fill the holes, fill the gaps, just to have a nice and beautiful. Okay, let's just make this a little bit bigger. Cool. I'm going to add the 5-inch round as well, so please don't say that. I'm going to add. Okay, it's starting to look really good for me for the Gemar Creator. Let's just add a few here as well. It's cool. Perfect. Okay, so we have this. Let's just add, for example, one more there. Let's just move this at the front, so it's gonna be pop. Okay, we need to add like 5-inch rounds as well. Shiny and not gold but silver. We have shiny silver here. Okay, I'm gonna multiply it by 10 as well, so we have like 10. So I can just fill all these beautiful holes. Strange things. Perfect. Move it at the front. So basically this is how you do, like, I know there's a lot of ways to do this. I know there's a whole lot of ways to do balloon mosaics. Like, there's no proper, I mean, there's a proper few style to do it. So that's why I'm showing you just like one, and this is one. Let's just multiply by 10 more times so we have more. And at the very end, sorry, I moved the focus. And at the very end, we're gonna end up with a beautiful balloon mosaic. Perfect. Let's just add one more here. So that was a question from Jean-Philippe, that is it possible to create balloon mosaic from this technique? And as you can see, I think you can pretty much say yes, it is. I just filled perfectly normal 2, and I can even multiply it because it's gonna be 2023, of course. Just move this a little bit back, and I can just select a few of these balloons. So you can just let's add a 0. Okay, let's add a 0. It's right there. Resize it until it's meet the 2. I needed to. Maybe it would be better if I just memorize the size of the 0, but never mind, I'm going to do it anyway. So as you can see, I can just drag and drop or duplicate any of these balloons, or just have a cluster and just fill the needed balloons into the 0 if you want. Okay, let's zoom in. So once you've done your basic cluster, you can just you know, drag and drop them one more time. You don't really need to create it again and again. You can just have multiply balloons Let's just put this into the position. So yes, Jean-Philippe, this is your answer. That is it possible to have a Gemar Creator Gemar, oops, just undo these. So this is your question, this was your question, that is it possible to have a balloon mosaic in Gemar Creator? And yes, it is really possible. You just need to put your balloons inside and just fill them as you normally do. You need to do it once because from this point you can even just select any of these, for example the shiny ones. For example, let's see, if you want to make it in from gold instead of silver, you know what, first I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to show you how you can recolor it with just literally 2 clicks. Actually it's gonna be like 3 maybe or something, but it's gonna be really cool at the very end. You multiply it by 10 so we can have a whole lot of balloons. It's perfect. Let's just separate and rearrange them so we can have this. Okay, and guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, feel free to use me and ask any questions. I'm just creating a beautiful balloon mosaic here. You can just drag and drop any of these balloons inside if you want. Let's just multiply this a few times. I'm using keyboard shortcuts just to have like a, maybe I don't need this. At the front. Okay, that's so cool. Okay, it started to look really cool. Okay, so we have like almost done. We just need to add the tree, because it's, oh, that's too big. Let's just resize it until it's meet our frame. It's perfect, and as you can see, it's the top of the tree is almost perfectly good with the 2, so I'm just going to multiply the top of the 2, so it fit perfectly right there, and I'm going to select the bottom of the 0 so it can perfectly match the tree right there. I'm just, you know, stealing time and just cheating a little bit because this is how I do it. Saves you a lot of times, so I can just put few balloons here and just cover these last few bits. It's cool. Okay, almost there. Let's just add a few 5-inch round and we are done. We can close this and save this as a PNG, because right now you have a PNG. There's just one thing left to show you, because voila, we are done with our 2023 balloon mosaic here. So what do you think about this? I think it's really cool thing. Let's just say that. Do you have any questions? No, we are really good. Okay, so that was a question from Jean-Philippe, that is it possible to add balloon mosaic in Gemar Creator? And yes, it is possible. But what happens if you need it from, for example, not silver but gold? Select any of these silver balloons, like just click on that, right click, and select similar elements. And right now every silver G120, not the 5-inch rounds, just the 120s, are selected let's go to the format panel, click on gold, and voila, every gold right now is from, with silver is now from gold. Let's just do this with the 5-inch round. So right click, select similar elements, and instead of silver, now it's gold. And voila, you can recolor any of these balloons in any way you want, okay? Let's export this as a PNG, so you can have this as a PNG. Let's just go back to our main screen, right there. Right there. So we have this, it's perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this frame. I'm going to insert the already made balloon mosaic here, and you can just resize it. That's perfect. I don't know how big they will be. Normally I do it like a maybe it can be 2 meters or whatever. Let's just, or you can even put a person right there from accessories, extras, person. That's gonna be a beautiful girl here, and you can put it right there. Go to layers and move it a little bit back so it can be behind, I don't know where, maybe there. So you can see, and you can even put it like size accurate if you want. Like normally I will do something this size, okay? So we are making a balloon menu. So this is how you do a frame, how you resize a frame, how you make a balloon mosaic in Gemar Creator. And of course, if you want, you can still add like prices, you can add text, for example, price, okay? It's perfect. Let's click on the white square so we can just move. And you can just put the price. Let's just put one piece here. It's a balloon frame. You can put the price there, and you can send this to your customer. Okay, this is what I can offer you for New Year's. You can do any of these into Gemar Creator. So okay, let's just go back to front screen. Because we are making progress, and as you can see, we have the empty project here. Let's just rename it like balloon mosaic, and we needed to do it just once. So when it's done, it's like it's done. So you have this balloon mosaic like forever if you want, just like this. So you can go back to this anytime you want. Recolor it so it's easier for you. Okay, what we can offer, let's just create a balloon arch, okay? Because you know what, let's just create a balloon column, because why not? Let's just go with the 170 centimeters high. It's gonna be a column, okay? Customize balloons. I'm going to use G120 shiny of what else? It's not shiny, of course, it's shiny because it's gonna be create project. It's gonna be Christmas, not Christmas, New Year's. Okay, so let's add a clockwise rotation. So I'm going to select all these balloon doubles or duplets in clockwise. Cool. Change it at the format, the right side of the screen, to gold, and as you can see now it's colored by gold. go to layers, unlock the presets, perfect. So I can delete the step by step, move these a little bit down, go to the element, plain latex. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add, not that one, the GGG30. I'm going to add a big giant, maybe not silver, but space gray balloon at the top, so it have a nice topper if you want, nice topper. Or what if we go with white? What do you think? Maybe white is gonna be good. Go to layers and move this back, duplicate it. So we have two columns, send it back. So we have two columns. Let's resize the canvas because it's too wide. Maybe 250. No, that's too small. Still too small. Okay, that's gonna be perfect. Move this a little bit closer. Let's resize it until it's meet. Maybe a little bit bigger, Okay, that's cool. So we have almost, we can fit into the canvas. Export this as a PNG as well. So we have two balloon columns if you want. Let's go back to our menu because we are still not finished yet. Okay, we just need a little time to load it. Okay, that's cool. So duplicate the frame and holding down the space and move this. Okay, duplicate the price tag as well, so it's gonna be the balloon column. It's cool. And you can insert this picture into your frame if you want, so we can have, maybe it can be a little bit smaller, just like that. So cool. And you can put the person next to it if you want, just like this. And as you can see, you can just resize your picture. Of course, if you export this element list, there won't be any balloons. So when you just want your actually balloon list, what the material list, you can reach back to your original design, just like here at the for the columns, and you can export this to get the perfect PDF what you need. We are here just creating a balloon menu what you can use and create your balloon menu, and just like this. So you can send this to your customer. What else do we need? I think we need just a helium filled bouquet. Okay, you can just use any of these presets if you want. You can make a column wall, you can make an arch, you can make anything you want and insert into the first canvas. What I can do here, let's just add an image. Let's just add a champagne bottle because there's no New Year's Eve without a champagne, so it's gonna be cool. That's perfect. Let's just go to the latex G120 shiny. I'm going to stick with the silver, gold, maybe space gray. Okay, so we have the three balloons here. Rotate it a little bit so it's gonna be a little bit tilted, just as a helium filled bouquet, like, you know, the strings coming from one place. And let's go to accessories because we still need accessories, extras. We need string. We need not one, not two, but three strings. Three strings, not five, but three. let's have it gold. It's perfect. Okay, so it's gold. Let's send it back so it won't be visible at the very end. Add this right there, and you can put the champagne bottle at the top. Cool. You can even rotate it a little bit. Not really necessary, just an effect of the wind or something. So let's move the silver at the front so it's much more elegant. Or you know what, let's move the gold at the middle, move it at the front, straight it out so we can have this beautiful design. Just a simple helium filled balloons, okay, just a helium filled balloons. Let's close the strings because we don't need the strings. Maybe we need tassels if you want. Like put one tassels right there to the helium filled champagne bottle. Of course we need a weight because otherwise we will let the helium balloons soar. Okay, so we finished our helium filled balloons. Let's just mess with the height of the canvas. 200. Okay, that's, and the width is maybe just a half of it or less than half. Okay, that's cool. So we have a nice helium filled bouquet here. Let's export this as a PNG as well. Okay, let's go back to the front screen, open the the menu, because why not, we need this. It takes a little time to open it because there's a lot going on here. As you can see, it's looks really cool. Let's just downsize this a little bit so I can duplicate this frame. It's like we are doing it really well. Let's put it right there until okay, cool. It's like a graphic design. Okay, let's add the just right now imported PNG helium filled balloons right there, and as you can see we can just resize it until it looks really awesome. We need a price tag on that as well. Zoom in. Let's say helium balloons. Okay, that's cool. Let's put it into just like that. I missed an O. Helium balloons. So as you can see, I started to add as many things as I can to our design. We have balloon columns here, just like that. We have the balloon mosaic, we have the photo frame. It's just a simple frame, but if you want, we can add another latex accessories. Let's go to let's go to foil balloons. Numbers, of course, the big ones, not the gold but the silver. We can add the 2, the 3, another 2, and we need a 0 as well. So you can add these into your 2020 That's cool. Duplicate this laying or the standing up. Let's move this back just one step forward, resize it until it looks awesome. Just like that. So what do you think about this menu? I know it's not perfect. I know it's still need to, we still need to add a few things, but I think you can just see how much you can do with Gemar Creator. You can create whole menus, you can create a whole lot of things with Gemar Creator. Okay, we lost the connection, but we are good. We are good. We need a price tag on the helium-filled balloons as well, and you can just create these separated elements in Gemar Creator, like separated canvases, so you can alter and modify any of these colors. And just, you know, for example, if you want the columns, for example, make it from pink and blue, whatever, just delete this picture, go back to your original Gemar Creator file, modify the colors, save it as a PNG, and import here as well, because you have the layout already made. So you need to change just one canvas, not the whole thing again and again. So basically that's why this is what I recommend. So you can, let's just add a tassels, you know what? Where it is, right there. Oops. Let's just add a tassel right there. So you can make changes on this anytime you want. Let's just multiply by 3, so we're gonna end up with 4. Perfect. It's perfect. It's not balloon mosaic, it's balloon numbers. Of course, you can still add weight strings, like one black string where it, oops, sorry. Here's one black string. So you can play with this Gemar Creator and create your own menu if you want. Put your own design in them if you want. I'm gonna multiply this 3 times, just we did right there, so we can have one string to every balloon and then one weight to every balloon. So let's just close the strings. Let's go to weight. I like the black this black thing, this little black box. That's good. Let's zoom in a little bit more. So we have this little weight multiplied by 3 times, so we have all the 4 needed weight. And of course you can put a price on this. You can just add a whole lot of things. Okay, so you have a 2023 helium filled bouquet here. It just looks really cool. And of course you can just resize the canvas. What the size? 1600. So let's just resize the canvas. What's the size of the background? 790. Okay, that's looks good to me. Looks good to me. Even add the background. So oops. So we can move everything into the canvas. Okay, you can move the canvas on the background as well to fit. We can just center and set it at the top. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's export this as a PNG. Boom, it's downloaded. Let's open it so you can see what we did. I'm going to change the window capture so you can see what we did exactly here. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, we do have our basic balloon menu here. You can send this to your customer. All of these created in Gemar Creator. I know these are not, you know, fancy or huge design, but believe me, these are the best selling things on a simple, just on a simple jobs. Okay, this is what makes you the more money. Simple balloon columns, simple helium filled balloons, simple balloon mosaic, simple photo frames, and you can just put a price on this and send this PNG to your customer. That okay, this is what I can do. Just poke or just click any of these and you can just order it from me and you're good. So guys, I'm really enjoyed this. Let's go back to the Gemar Creator. So guys, if you have any questions, if you want to see me design any of these designs, this is, you know, just a basic overview what you can do with Gemar Creator. And I was Gergo from Hungary. I hope we're gonna meet on next Monday, so we're gonna have a lot of new things to show you, because at the middle of January we're gonna do the Gemar Creator in live. So until then, in this year, we still have like 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks, to use Gemar Creator for free. We put the link in the description. Just please feel free to click and join the Gemar Creator for free, because from January it's gonna be like a paid version. And of course I'm going to do live, just, you know, keep you updated, answer all your questions. You can just find me and ask me anything. I'm going to answer all of your questions in Gemar Creator live, just we did with Jean-Philippe and Kirsten answers our questions. So anyway guys, I was Gergo from Hungary. I'm really happy that you were here with me, and guys, see you next time.